Thank you so much to everyone at Silver Lining Entertainment, Jack Kingswood. Thank you to everyone at Paradigm, Wendy Green, Jennifer Millar. Thank you to everyone at Persona. Thank you to my mom and my dad, who I really couldn't do it without. I am so lucky to have your guidance. Thank you, Mimi, for presenting me with this award and for being such an amazing person to work with. I learned so much from you, whether it's an amazing book to pick up or an invaluable life lesson. So thank you for all that you have taught me. You are so wonderful, and I hope to one day be as wonderful. Thank you to everyone that I'm sure I am forgetting. And thank you again to the Pasadena Film Festival.
Okay, I would like to call up Mr. Jay Martin, the director of one of the films that's in our festival, 7 Minutes. Come on up.
Thank you so much. How's it going, everyone? Big shout out to the Pasadena Film Festival. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having us. We're honored to be here. So, I was talking to Jason before I got here. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to remember this speech that I prepared." And he's like, "What are you talking about? What is it?" It's like a minute. And I'm like, "Dude, it's really hard." He's like, "Dude, I memorized 19 pages of script for 3 different shows for pilot season. What are you talking about?" So I'm going to use these cue cards to help me get through this. Okay. Can everyone hear me? All right, now we're talking. Can you hear me now? All right, you missed, I had a great intro, but anyways, I prepared something, and it's really hard to prepare things, but actors do it well, and I don't, so. All right, you ready? All right, I'm here to present the Breakthrough Performance Award to Jason Ritter. So the first time I met Jason, we were having coffee. He had read my script for 7 minutes and agreed to meet with me. This is my first feature, and the idea of someone like Jason reading my script was, it was crazy. I was just praying that he would be into it. And we were looking at him for a part of a character named Mike. And I'm described Mike as a drug-dealing, two-timing, hopelessly inept robber with a heart of gold. So Jason sits down and we start talking and having coffee, and it's small talk, and we're just chatting. And I'm studying him, and I'm trying to see him in the role. And I see him and I'm like, God, this guy is he's too sweet. He's like the nicest person I've ever met in my entire life. And he starts talking about the character and how he'd fit in the role, and he's saying these intelligent things, and I'm just like, he's so nice. And then I had this realization. I realized that if you're a bad guy with a completely bankrupt moral compass, the number one best attribute you could have is to be a genuinely nice guy. So the camera sees everything. It sees right into your soul. And inside Jason, there is this kindest individual. So no matter how much drug dealing, two-timing, neck tattoo wearing I could heap on him, this kindness was going to shine through, and it would make him an irresistible character on screen. So I just want to say, congratulations, Jason. Congratulations for this award. How do we give it to him? Get him up here. You make it look easy.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Here it is.
Well, first of all, I wanted to thank you, Jay. That was a very lovely speech. I was just trying to say that it was stressful to have to memorize. I wasn't bragging. I didn't memorize all those stuff. Anyway, the point is that I am very grateful to be here tonight. Thank you to the Pasadena Film Festival. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Marco. It's a beautiful night, and the truth is that film festivals hold a very important part in this world of independent filmmaking. We make these movies and we hope that people will get to see them. And a lot of times film festivals like this one are the only place that you get to see them. And it's really important. And every filmmaker who's here who has a film in the festival, it's a small miracle. And we're all very grateful that we made them and that you guys selected them. And so thank you for existing. It's very important to all of us. And thank you to Weston, and thank you to the bartenders, and to the volunteers, and to that lovely violin player. That was beautiful music. I'm very grateful to all of you guys. You all dressed up, you followed directions. It looks amazing. I really feel like I'm in the 20s. It's fun. Anyway, I hope that you guys, one of the great things about film festivals is, aside from these wonderful fun parties, are all the films. So I encourage you to pick up one of these programs and just go see as many as you can in one day. Just binge. It's so fun. And I saw a thing you can get a pass and then you can just walk into movie to movie, and that's the way I do film festivals. So I recommend that. Anyway, thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for this award. And go see lots of movies this weekend. Take it. It's Valentine's Day. All right. Thank you.
All right, so our next award is also a new award this year. I am going to call up, yes, it's the Comedic Mastery Award. And I would like to call up first, two people actually. Darlene Hunt, the creator of The Big C on Showtime, I'm sure you've heard of it. And also actor-director Jack Plotnick, who, I don't know if you guys like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I'm a big fan of that show, and he's the deputy mayor that gets killed by Faith. It's awesome! Anyway, here they are.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Thank you. We are so honored to present Tom Link with this award tonight.
Darlene and I thought it would be fun to talk about Tom by using the letters of his name, so if you would hold that up. Okay. So,
And it just gave us a framework to talk about him and his work. And we sort of discussed for a while, hours, actually we spent in a coffee shop, T, and Tom really stands for terrific.
the T in Tom stands for terrific. We just think he is something.
He is a terrific actor in every role that he plays, small or large, and even the small parts, and that's what's so great about him, he makes them stand out. He had a very small part in Argo, and yet I think he's largely what won that the SAG award for that movie, was Tom's part. He was terrific.
But you had nothing, they stole, him and Nathan stole that movie with the
Terrific. Tom was terrific.
The next letter in Tom's name is O. Or is it zero? It's O. And it's for
Original.
he's really an original. I'm gonna write that here.
Everything Tom does is he brings a unique,
He puts his own stamp on it.
and I sort of wish a V was in the middle of a name because I think versatile. He's very versatile, and
Okay, but let's just go with original because there's an O.
right, but it's original because it's an O, but when I say original, I want you to think versatile because every role that he plays.
The next letter is M.
And when we think of Tom and we think of M, I think amazing.
That's not, that's an A word.
But M is kind of is really where the word takes off. Basically. And honestly, if you think about it, you could take the A out of amazing, and it's still like if I just said to you, Tom is amazing. Like it wouldn't be like what? Like you would know what that word meant. So he is amazing.
He is amazing in every role he does.
And he really could play. He could do anything on stage.
Not any, he can't do anything. He's not going to be the next James Bond. He's not.
But you know what? Honestly,
He's not a.
I'm gonna get on a soapbox here because to me that's a casting problem. I'll go on a tear care
No,
about
he's
that
not a
casting
leading man.
directors.
He's not a leading. Okay, he's a character. He's a wonderful, funny character actor. He's not a leading man.
Tom
He's not
Lang,
gonna play
Tom Lang,
leading man.
if you were given the roles of a leading man, would excel.
No one will give him. He's not physically right for any leading man. It's a looks thing.
No, there's nothing about Tom's face specifically that makes him a
That's very
character
Tom.
actor.
First off, his eyes are way too far apart. They're like on opposite sides of his face. He's googly-eyed. So what you need to do is bring this in to the middle. If we could bring those in, you know, then you believe.
Now, okay, see, this is where I'm going to say this is an issue for Hollywood makeup magic, okay? This is where your makeup artist needs to come in, because if they darken these eyebrows, okay, if they darken them, or they use fake hair, which there's such a thing as spray-on hair, I've used it, darken those.
So we're supposed to be tricked by eyebrows. Are going to make
That's right,
his.
make them pop.
What about his nose, Darlene? His nose, is like a basketball in the center of his face. This is where a normal nose ends. Here, that's what a normal. If we could get a plastic surgeon up here.
Okay, again, contouring. Heard of it? Contouring. You shade this in. You shade this in here. Look what I've done. I've cut his nose in half. I have literally shaved down his nose before your eyes, folks.
Okay, but what about he literally has no upper lip? There is zero. Very skinny.
You know what? Let's just take this out with a mustache. Is what we're gonna do. He can grow one, or you can tape one on. Either way, you take this out. Good. I give you James Bond, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, America's next James Bond.
Darlene, Jack, I thank God for you, and I thank God for making me a serious artist here in Hollywood and Pasadena. I'm not the greatest actor, but I'm one of the greats. It's widely known. And when I think about my peers, you know, people like Daniel Day-Lewis, Sean Penn, Al Pacino, Carl Malden, Tilda Swinton, Julie Andrews. Oh, I still got it. I got the notes that she has. I'm a versatile soprano / alto. I've got a belt. I can mix it as well. I think about them and I'm so humbled. I'm so humbled by you. And I have almost as much respect for them and you as they do for me. And it's really, moving pictures are the air I breathe, so I just want to suck it all in. I want to suck all of you in and pleasure you, bring joy to your lives. And I really I feel so blessed, # in my life. And I would like to thank Jessica and the Festival, Pasadena Film Festival. Oh, there's an I. There's an I in it, so it's PIF. It's a PIF. This PIF award means a lot to me, and character actors all over the world. And if you please watch The Big C and Space Station